AJ, 3 touchdowns tonight. How are you feeling?
I feel good, pretty confident. Give a lot of the credit to my O-line and Jake. I mean, Jake passing me the ball, the O-line blocking, so can never take all the credit for that. You know, got to give credit when it's due. So definitely recommend them boys.
Go ahead, Joe.
AJ, in a backfield where, you know, every play, every possession, your number can be called. How to feel to kind of cash in? Was this kind of maybe your best game since being a Gamecock as far as like being ready?
I feel like maybe stat-wise, it's probably my best game. You know, I've never in college scored 3 touchdowns, but it's not about the touchdowns. I feel like it's more about us just being able to play together. That would have never happened if we would have never been doing that in practice. If we'd never been repping that. So once again, I had 3 touchdowns, but I like to give the credit to Jake and my O-line for allowing me to do it. Just the chemistry that we have, doing stuff like that, practicing during the week, that does a lot for us, and it carries over to game time, and it showed this week. So.
AJ, can you talk about and take us through that second touchdown? It seemed like your feet, you were pretty close to the back of the end zone there. What were you thinking, and did you know how close you were?
Yeah, I knew I was close, and at first, the ball wasn't really supposed to go to me, but I guess Jake seen that I was open, so he kind of threw it to me, and I was kind of scared a little bit. When I caught it, I had to look down like the line's right there, so I had to be careful and made a touchdown. So.
John.
AJ, Jake was just in here, and he said the mindset has really changed about scoring early in the first half. He said a lot of it has been clicking for you guys. Can you just speak to how well you guys have played early in games and putting points on the board?
Yeah, I think Coach B-Mac does a good job on emphasizing, scoring points. I feel like that's one of his biggest things, putting points on the board, giving the defense a shot, giving the defense a chance. So, I feel like we've been doing that the past few games. We've been successful at it. We just got to keep doing it. We got to keep executing. Like I said earlier, all this, happens during practice time. So we got to take practice, serious. There's sometimes, there's players who don't really take it, as serious. But we got to step up this week because we got a big game this week. So just all got to be on point.
TJ, after, I guess, last weekend against Florida, how good did it feel to come out and only give up 9 points? And what did you see out of some of the younger guys like Ernest and Rosendo coming in, in some limited action late?
It feels really good to win, especially after last week. It gets a bad taste out of your mouth. But definitely for Ernest and Rosendo, it's really cool to see them go out there with the confidence that they had and, just play fast and line everyone up and make calls and everything.
Looking at next week, TJ, what's this opportunity mean for you to play these guys again, Clemson, and just kind of what's the mindset of the team heading into that?
It'll be like a regular week of preparation and everything, but there's always a chip on your shoulder going into the week, rivalry game and everything. But I don't think we can do a little bit extra, meeting and things like that. But preparation has to stay the same.
AJ, just what was it like to watch Deshaun get in there and be able to produce like he did?
I know I'm real proud, because he's one of my friends. I know he's a younger guy. I always try to be around the younger guys, hang out with them, kind of create this bond. And I feel like me and Phil really have a bond. So being able to just see him do that was a lot. I was really excited for him. It was his first game, first toast. I just remember my first game, playing and, people cheering me on, people, having my back. So, just want to make sure everybody has the same thing. Want for him to have the same thing too. So, just seeing him do that, feels good. Knowing seeing him in practice and how it comes over to the game is crazy.
TJ, I think you guys had 2 turnovers for the first time since the Missouri game. Just how good did it feel to finally get the ball off some opponents consistently? And what did you see on Israel's, interception there late?
It's always big to get the ball off of people, and that's an emphasis on our side of the ball, just to create turnovers, and to see the ball come out. It was a big deal for us, and I think it's something to rally behind, just for the rest of the season. Get the ball off of people.
Josh.
TJ, I get the concept of next man up, but at what point on the defense does it become a significant issue, the depth, given the number of injuries that you've had?
Oh, yeah. You know, we got really thin. We are really thin right now, but, I mean, it plays a big part in how the defense plays with your trust levels and everything, because, you know, there's guys in who normally don't play as much or have as much experience. So that ends up playing out as just everyone getting the call in and just going hard, giving it your all.
Wing back, Joe.
TJ, have you seen the tackling improve in the last couple of weeks? I know it's been a big thing. Coach Muschamp has stressed pretty much since he's gotten here. Now that the year's almost winding down, you feel like that tackling has improved as a defense?
Yeah, we've been up and down, but I think the biggest thing for us has just been being more consistent with it, because we'll go in one week and have a really good week, and then the next it won't be as good. So we just have to focus on the consistency side of it.
TJ, not sure how much you actually played with him, but what was it like to see Josh Belk back out there, and did you feel like he played pretty well, kind of getting back in the action after that ankle?
Yeah, he's come a long way. I mean, he's been working his tail off, you know, since the ankle and everything. But he's a guy who's hungry. He wants to make plays and do whatever it takes to win. And that's what I see out of him. So, you know, when he's out there, he's playing pretty hard, and that's all you can really ask for besides that, and just, you know, doing what you're supposed to do.
Wing back, Joe.
This is for both of you guys. You guys are, of course, bowl eligible under Muschamp for the third straight year. What does that do for the team, the players, the fact that you guys are expecting, but you guys are actually, you know, qualifying, able to play that extra game every year now?
It feels like, for me, it's like setting a standard. You know, every year you're supposed to go to a bowl game. That's what it feels like. You know, regardless of whichever one it is, it's just making bowl eligibility and everything. It's just something that, you know, a lot of teams don't really get a chance to do, and, you know, I'm thankful for the coaching staff and all the players who put their all in to get us bowl eligible every year. I mean, it's big.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. It's like setting the standard. You know, since Muschamp's been here, we've been to bowl games. So, you know, hopefully we can continue to do that and continue to go to bowl games. You know, those are great opportunities for the whole team. You know, the whole team kind of bonds during that trip, like during that moment. And, you know, obviously you got the game too. So just being able to have another game really means a lot, especially to our seniors. I know we played for our seniors tonight. It was our last home game for them ever in Willie B. So, you know, just being able to have that opportunity to play another game with the seniors really means a lot.
TJ, I'm guessing you've seen DeCarrion a lot as scout team quarterback over the course of the season. I mean, is that accurate that he's played a lot? How difficult is it to try to keep him contained? And I don't know if you guys are allowed to hit the scout team quarterback. How tough is it to tackle him as well when he's kind of moving around and scrambling, doing all that?
I think he's dangerous in space. He's a really shifty guy. He knows how to make you miss. But, you know, he's definitely given us really good looks throughout the season, day in and day out. So, I mean, just seeing it on the field, it isn't surprising, because he's always been like that since he's been here.
Anyone else for these guys? All right. That's right. Appreciate it.